Energy is something we can't live without, and therefore batteries have always been in demand. Batteries, the invention that powers most of the modern world. Many electronics you enjoy using won't work without them. However, these batteries have limitations that affect the level of satisfaction we can derive from them. This is why companies have been working hard at creating a new battery. However, it looks like one company has cracked the code before everyone else. That's right, this company is none other than QuantumScape, a promising EV startup. Today, we'll be talking about QuantumScape's new battery that just hit the market. In a recent press release by QuantumScape, QuantumScape announced that it shipped its first batch of 24-layer lithium metal cells known as a zero sample to automakers. The data showed that this solid-state battery just achieved the impossible. QuantumScape claims that its new batteries can go from 10 to 80% in just 15 minutes. That's faster than mobile phones. So how does this work, and is it even worth the hype? You see, for the past 3 to 4 decades, the batteries utilized by everything, from your television, cell phones, and PCs, to the most remarkable electric vehicles are basically the same kind. A sort of cell called lithium-ion cell, and due to the age of this innovation, there isn't a lot you can improve. Also, these batteries are famously heavy and combustible, both not ideal for heavy innovation. Yet, the uplifting news is we already know the solution is a solid-state battery that trades out the generally used fluid electrolyte. The only problem is for the past 40 years, not a single company has been able to make a viable solid-state battery while also being cheap enough to actually be considered usable. That is until last year when the company we're talking about making a breakthrough. San Jose-based QuantumScape, an American solid-state battery producer, has started shipping solid-state batteries to automakers. QuantumScape shipped its first batch of 24-layer lithium metal cells to electric vehicle manufacturers for in-house testing. In the court of the company's official press release, these prototype cells are known internally as a zero samples and represent QuantumScape's biggest milestone for 2023. Previously, the California-based startup managed to come up with a new cell format that allows the lithium metal to expand and contract during charges and discharges. QuantumScape is saying this battery is a hybrid between prismatic and pouch shells, and it's one of the key improvements that allowed it to move forward with development and send its first batch of prototypes to original equipment manufacturers or OEMs. Here's what they said. We're thrilled to share that we have shipped our first 24-layer prototype battery cells to multiple automotive manufacturers for testing. Delivering these first-gen prototypes, known as a zero sample, was our key goal for 2023 and an important step in commercializing our technology. A single 24-layer cell has a capacity in the multi-amp-hour range without expressing an exact value. This is understandable considering the development of this technology still has a long way to go until it hits mass production now. QuantumScape's key innovation is a separator made of a proprietary flexible ceramic material that resists dendrites and can't catch fire. Dendrites are the tree-like structures people see on their car windshields on a frosty morning. If they penetrate the separator, it causes a short circuit. The problem is that at automotive current densities, those dendrites grow and then short-circuit the battery. If it works as intended, solid-state batteries should be able to survive for as long as a typical lithium-ion battery while maintaining all the hoped for benefits. In that 2020 live stream test that sent the company's stock soaring, QuantumScape said a tiny prototype of its battery held up for over 800 cycles of charging and draining, roughly the number that an EV's battery would endure over its lifetime. QuantumScape was able to repeat this cycle test twice last year with slightly scaled-up batteries. A larger one made it through 400 consecutive 15-minute fast charge cycles, replenishing from 10% to 80% capacity while still retaining over 80% of its initial energy. This means that a battery pack with a 300-mile range would be good for 240,000 miles, according to QuantumScape, that met the commercial target it set for itself. However, when Mobile Power Solutions repeated the tests, they found that the 3 single-layer cells evaluation lost less than 10 capacity after 800 cycles. That means the battery would be able to go even more miles throughout its lifetime. This test is so important because it represents the first critical validation of QuantumScape's tech. It also means that the company's published test data leaves every other competitor in the dust. For QuantumScape, the road forward is still really challenging. They've surmounted an important obstacle, but there are still many obstacles to remove. The key obstacle now is improving the separator process in the cell, increasing layer count in multi-layer cells, and most importantly, improving the volume manufacturing process. Toyota has been saying for many years they would have solid-state batteries in their current EVs today. In fact, they said that all of their EVs in 2021 would be powered by solid-state batteries. They even said years ago about having prototype solid-state batteries. Even though they still claim on their website that world's best engineers are working on this technology and it's imminent any day it will arrive. QuantumScape, on the other hand, is actually delivering well ahead of Toyota in the development of solid-state batteries, and if either of these two companies is going to massively commercialize solid-state batteries, it is most certainly not Toyota. All that said, QuantumScape is the first to admit it still has a long way to go before solid-state batteries become commonplace within EVs and other electronics, per QuantumScape CDO and co-founder Jagdeep Singh. I'm proud of our team for all the effort and determination that went into achieving this milestone, especially in light of the challenges we encountered this year. While this milestone brings us closer to our ultimate goal, there's still a lot to do before this technology becomes a commercial product, and we now turn our attention to this important work. QuantumScape has the Volkswagen Group and Bill Gates among its biggest investors, and last year it managed to achieve an impressive goal in the laboratory with an older 10-layer cell prototype. QuantumScape also now has 3 other automaker partners who will be testing its solid-state batteries. Whilst there are no real financials as the company is still many years away from commercialization, QuantumScape holds cash and equivalents of $1.35 billion as of its last reported quarter. The Californian company isn't the only one trying to bring solid-state batteries to market. StoreDot, Solid Power, Samsung SDI, and Prologium are also working on this technology, which has the potential to offer much faster charging times, 0 to 80% in 15 minutes, a lower risk of fires, and lower manufacturing costs. Solid-state batteries will fundamentally change our world forever by solving most of the issues with current EV technology and rapidly accelerating the adoption of EVs across developed economies. Looking ahead, QuantumScape says it still has substantial work on its to-do list before it can bring its battery technology to market, including improvements to the quality, consistency, and throughput of its production processes, and additional enhancements on the product side, such as increased cathode capacity loading and improved packaging efficiency. The company says it intends to use the planned prototype generations of A, B, and C cells over the coming years to improve upon the factors mentioned above. Trust that several OEMs will continue to be involved in the testing process to help QuantumScape reach its goal of affordable, scaled production of solid-state batteries for EVs and beyond. It will be exciting to see what this company continues to achieve in 2023. What are your thoughts on QuantumScape's new battery? Let us know in the comments section below. And if you like this video, watch our next video on amazing battery innovation.